We are so happy to have you today, lovelies. Today we will be discussing how a luxury image can completely lead you to an upscale life.
When you think about luxury, what do you picture? Is it the red interior of a Lamborghini that never leaves the 7-car garage? Or the table full of delicacies you don't even think taste good? Is it the industry mogul friends you don't even have fulfilling and entertaining discussions with? Oh, I know, it's the backyard pool you always keep covered and constantly complain about getting it cleaned. The lavish events that leave you feeling awkward and subhuman. Let me tell you what true luxury looks like, lovelies. It's breakfast in the sun, in a peaceful setting that allows you to take advantage of your most imaginative, ingenious thoughts and gather them well. It looks like parted lips laughing away a Thursday afternoon with your dangerously skilled and opinionated friends. It looks like hands covered in clay from the unfinished Jesus statue you were working on in hopes to place along your favorite walking path from your lunch break location back to your place of work. It looks like simple meals that are actually appetizing to your palate, that you don't have to worry about what or where to get it, meals that are fulfilling but don't tax your mind and body. Luxury looks like the entire California coastline traced out by your footprints. It looks like the intimate and lavish events where your presence is validated and you show up as your greatest, most authentic essence with ease. My examples are not to be taken exactly or too literally, but I do hope this has given you an idea of the luxury we will be aspiring to in this course. Luxury is not a privilege, though most of society will have you think this way. No, luxury is a practice. It is a mindset. We can all afford luxury at whatever price point if we just master these 5 principles. Revelry, positioning is key, presentation is supreme, everything in decency and order. Advantage is to be seized. The image you get when you think about luxury is what dictates how attainable it actually is for your lifestyle. The image you get when you picture luxury is what dictates whether you even pursue such a lifestyle. And likewise, the image you project dictates whether the luxurious life seeks you back. You wouldn't show up to an insider's dinner dressed in rave attire, unless that's like your thing and on theme. And an industry mogul wouldn't be open to exchange info with you if you're constantly talking about how you don't see the value of said industry. Here's a little anecdote. It is my belief that your wardrobe attracts the opportunity you project, whether that is a boba date or a business launch. We make connections through subliminals, and these subliminals tell others of the persona within. Put simply, we dress for the network we want. Duh. Or this is what onlookers will always assume. And thus, we begin attracting opportunities to the experience others truly are. I like to think of the luxury watch market as a good example. I love linguistics, right? And I love studying how languages build worlds and are themselves built. Right. I find computer languages very interesting, but I do not know how to write them. If I see someone wearing a 1997 G-Shock graphic box tee with black slacks and camper and Kiko Kostodanov loafers, I may be inclined to think they'd be able to help with that. In conversation, I might even bring up the March2000.com bubble burst to hold their interest and get a good gauge of their sensibilities. If they were wearing a Patek and a YSL button-up, I'd go straight to the topic of ETFs and REITs stocks so that naturally I'd probably leave that conversation with more insights on good ones to invest in, or maybe they'd be able to tell me about good hotel lobby lounges they've been to recently, where I can meet more interesting people who may be in turn interested in seeing my art. Because the people who buy art look like they eat breakfast in hotel lobbies. They do, and have really good insight on asset protection. And I am an artist who makes cultural assets that they can store their monetary assets in, and we know this because we both dress the part. The life you want is more than attainable with connection. To get connected, you have to master the art of positioning. To master the art of positioning, you need to simply show up. Be present. Know when and where to be fully and interactively present. To be present, you must stand in your power. To expect yourself to do so when you are unsure of your presentation is cruel. This is why I help others build a clothing system that feeds into their narrative of not who they're becoming, but the identity they are actively and immediately assuming. Because you are already someone living a life of luxury.
Luxury is already yours to be experienced. Let's live life as such. And I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson. Take care. Stay lovely.